Sometimes it just gets really uncomfortable. Like when I'm sitting down, it kind of gets like, it hurts.
Heavy lifting concerns erupting among some Valley parents. They are worried about the weight their child's lug around to and from and during school hours.
And now a state lawmaker is asking questions. Channel 5's Christian Colon live tonight here in the studio. Christian.
Oscar, Christine, it all started when parents from the district reached out to the Representative Canales. They're concerned how their child's school backpack was causing pain. After the third complaint, the same issue, Canales decided it was time to act. A laptop, binders, notebooks, and sometimes even a cello. That is what 7th grader Ivana Leal carries to school. How do you fit all that in there?
It's really hard. I have to stuff everything in.
How heavy? I want to see you lift that. Let's see you try to lift that. Do you think you could do it? Could you handle that?
Not on my back.
Leal says she doesn't have a school locker or anywhere else to hold her supplies. When she doesn't need them, this backpack is all she has. Once she gets home, that's when the pain starts.
Sometimes it just gets really uncomfortable. Like when I'm sitting down, it kind of gets like, it hurts.
For her godmother, Annette Villalobos, it's a concern that needs to be addressed.
I think people don't pay attention to it until now, honestly, because the kids have been complaining for years and nothing's been done until now.
Representative Terry Canales agrees. He sent a letter to the McAllen superintendent seeking clarity on their policy for lockers and what can be done about kids carrying too much.
I'm not a school administrator, and I'm not a superintendent, and I'm not a school teacher. And so I don't know how to run a school, and perhaps there's not a solution, but there is a lot of concern. And so what the goal of my letter is to start a conversation and say, let's talk about what all these parents seem to be concerned about.
It all started with 3 concerned parents. Now Canales says he has received dozens more after his letter was made public.
Talking about the health of our children and making sure that they're not pack mules, for lack of better term, because they've got to carry around their instruments or their sports activity gear, and now, their book bags. And
Canales adds he only sent a letter to McAllen ISD, but plans to contact other school districts. The response from parents, he says, have brought up school districts throughout the valley that share the same policy. Students are not allowed to drop off their belongings or use lockers.
It is a problem, and if we can get any type of help, I think it would help out our kids, because it is a problem, especially with all the books they carry. They carry Chromebooks, iPads, whatever the school gives them, they have to carry everything in there.
Leal and her godmother hope change comes soon. Representative Canales tells us that letter was sent last week. McAllen ISD has not responded to their office. Channel 5 News also reached out to the district's spokesperson. They tell us their response was ready, but is waiting for the superintendent's approval. We were told we should expect it tomorrow. In the studio, Christian Colon, Channel 5 News at 10.
Channel 5 News also spoke to a family practitioner today. Listen to what he says could be a sign your child's backpack is way too heavy.
First of all, these kids are small. All their bones are not completely mature, So they can start getting sprains. They can get bad posture that affects them in the future. They get headaches, neck pain, especially if the straps are too thin. Some of the straps are too thin. They cut into the shoulders. And it can, there's a lot of nerves that go through the neck. Everything passes through the neck. All the nerves of the body pass through the neck.
Dr. Manuel Sanchez says the bigger the straps, the better the backpack. And if you have pain for more than 3 days, the doctor says you should see a physician.